Hello, everyone. This is number 10 out of the 100 Lives Challenge about presentations, giving presentations, be a speaker, be a performer. My name is Ingrid, and we're going to talk about today about the fear to forget things. Because I know that a lot of people, when they want to go on a stage, to speak or perform, that they are afraid that they're going to blank out. Um, which I understand because that's not nice, when you're standing out there and you got all those eyes, everyone is looking at you and you go gone, that is not a good feeling. It happened to me several times. It is not a good feeling. And I understand that scares you. That scares you. And of course, the standard answer is rehearse. That's what everyone's saying, right? Rehearse, rehearse, rehearse. Well, I can tell you one thing. There is such a thing as over rehearsing. It's like you got your presentation and it's structured well so that you can easily remember it for yourself, and not only for the audience but also for yourself. And then at one point, it's like you got 3 bullet points and all of a sudden you start with number 3 and then comes number 2 of the second part of your presentation. And then you realize that, like, oh my God, what was the number 1 of the first part of my presentation? It's like it's switching all over the place. For me, that's a normal thing. That happens a lot. And for me, that means you are over rehearsed. It's like having a puzzle, but a jigsaw puzzle, but you don't know exactly which piece goes where. You got all the pieces, but you don't have the picture yet. You got the outline of the picture, but somehow everything is messed up. Don't panic when that happens. That's one of the reasons why especially when you are a speaker on a bigger stage, either you have a monitor in front of you with your slides, not the slides that the audience sees, but your slides, and your slides contain, things like this, just notes, that things that you want to cover, so that when you are going all across, that you can go back to your notes. I saw I saw a presenter once, someone who was doing a class training live, in person, and he just took sips of water. He just said, let me get a sip of water. I'll be right back. And he got his sip of water. He got back. Then he had about 5 seconds, 10 seconds to get his head straight again about where he is and what points he's going where. Uh, and then he was standing behind his lecture thing. And he just looked and, oh, okay, this is where we are. And boom, he went on again. So sip of water is always fine. You can do it, straight, keep the cup with you, or just put the cup of water on the side of the stage and do that walk for 5. Everyone understands that when you're a speaker that you need a sip of water every now and then. All right. And so that in that time, you can use it to clear your head again and organize your head. And then you're fine again. That's one way. So don't panic when that happens. Bullet points, sip of water. And the third thing I want to say is trust what you know. And that's a scary one, because you have rehearsed it, right? You have rehearsed it in and out. You do not want to come across as someone who is, just like a machine, just dropping off information. You're doing the engagement stuff. You let the audience do things, and all that type of stuff is all in your presentation. So when something happens, trust what you know. So you know a lot about these subjects, right? You're the expert. And if that word scares you, it shouldn't. It shouldn't, because your audience is the audience that has the problem and you have the solution, right? And if you don't have the solution to a question, so what? So what? Just say, okay, I don't have the time to go deeper into this, but I will look it up and I will get back to you at the end of the presentation, or I will write down your email address and I will give you an answer tomorrow, something like that. Right? So don't panic. Trust what you know. Those are the three things that I regularly use when I tend to forget something, what I want to say. So take it to your advantage. Bye-bye.